Welcome to the Business Blast podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Wagner. This episode is brought to you by Authors Unite. Authors Unite makes the process of becoming a published, best-selling author as simple as sipping your morning cup of coffee. You can learn more about Authors Unite at authorsunite.com. Now, let's jump into the episode. All right, everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Business Blast podcast. I am your host, Tyler Wagner, and today I have Hilary Johnson of the Hatch Tribe with us. So welcome to the show, Hilary.
Thanks so much for having me.
Of course. Thank you for coming on, and we'll dive right in. The first question that I have for you is, what's the best story from your life that has an underlying valuable message?
Mine was at the moment in time when I was getting ready to start my very first business. And I was, having all those questions that I think you do, which is like, oh, am I doing the right thing? I don't know. Is this going to work? And my dad said to me, Hilary, at some point, you're just going to have to take the leap. And I think for me, the underlying message is there are very few circumstances in life where we know with 100% certainty if something's going to work or not. And oftentimes we just have to make our best guess and go.
And what's the most valuable piece of information we should know that's within your expertise or industry?
So I work with entrepreneurs, helping them build their businesses. And I would say the key for me is that you've got to be consistent around the right things. And that if you are to be successful owning a business, 70 to 80% of your time needs to be spent on revenue generating tactics. So you can't spend all your time holed up behind your computer and think that you're going to grow a successful business.
And what's your best piece of overall business advice, so not necessarily industry specific?
Yeah, I think it's all about community. It's all about having the right people on speed dial so that when something comes up in your world and you need a connection or something's spinning out of control or you need really good advice, that you have a giant network of people that you can lean on that really have the right expertise.
And if you could give your younger self one piece of advice, what would that be?
Ooh, I'd say, stop worrying about what other people think and just be you.
And kind of going a little bit of a different path, but in your opinion, what is the key to happiness?
I suspect these things might be a little related, but I would say to me, it's all about pursuing those things that really light you up and knowing that they may not be the things that light others up. Success is purely you and your happiness is purely you. And sometimes you just got to tune everybody else's voices out and just go after what really lights you up.
And what's the best book that you've read, and what was the number one thing you learned from that?
Well, I'd say one of my favorites is The One Thing. And to me, this is essential reading if you're trying to pursue a goal that's really big in life, whether it's in business or otherwise, because the reality is we have limited time and limited resources. And this book helps you frame things in a way that you can get very clear on what you need to be doing and how to let go of the other things so that you can reach your goals.
And what's your favorite quote and why?
My favorite quote is live loud, eat well, and travel often. And it's my favorite quote because it's my life's motto.
Yes, I love it. Thank you so much for coming on, Hilary. The last question I have before we let you go is where's the best place for people to find you online?
Yeah, for sure. You can connect with me at hatchtribe.com, and that's spelled HATCHTRIBE.com.
Perfect. Thank you again, Hilary. We really appreciate it.
Thanks so much, Tyler.
The podcast you just heard was recorded with Anchor. If you want to make your own, download the Android or iOS app completely free from anchor.fm/podcast. That's anchor.fm/podcast.